In this video, we will cover the highly requested and undisputed GOAT of men's singles, Lin Dan.
4 times world champion!
We will focus on the World Championship final in 2011, partly because it was and still is the best game of all time, at least in our opinion. But it is also because these different versions of Lin Dan need separate videos. If we want to know how Lin Dan beat Lee Chong Wei in this final, we cannot completely focus on Lin Dan. We also need to take a look at Lee Chong Wei's strengths and his weaknesses. From a surface level, Lee Chong Wei's strength would definitely be his speed on the court. His footwork, arguably the best of all time, allowed him to seemingly glide on the court. This, coupled with his technical skills with the racket, made him an extremely formidable opponent. But because Lee Chong Wei was so fast, it often masked his shot quality weakness. It is very evident in 2008, but also evident in 2011. Lee Chong Wei's shot quality, especially his late backcourt, was not the best.
That's going out.
While this was fine for the Malaysian against high-ranked opponents like defending champion Chen Jin or beating the world number 9, Park Sung-hwan, it was not enough for Lin Dan. This just goes to show the difference between the two legends and the rest of the international badminton circuit. Lee Chong Wei and Lin Dan were essentially on equal footing in badminton, which is why even a small weakness in Lee Chong Wei's game was enough for Lin Dan to capitalize on. And from this, Lin Dan built the foundation of his strategy. His strategy needed to somehow prevent Lee Chong Wei from effectively using his speed, capitalize on his weakness, and allow Lin Dan to use his strengths to score. The first thing to do when making a strategy is to plan to disrupt your opponent's strengths. Lin Dan disrupted Lee Chong Wei's speed with small holds in the front court that often caused correctional split steps from the Malaysian. You can be however fast you want, but if you are moving in the wrong direction first, then it is all for nothing. If Lin Dan doesn't have these little deceptions in the front court, then Lee Chong Wei is free to move smoothly. This is ideal for the Malaysian, as then he can attack.
Placing guns.
There are several reasons as to why Lin Dan can catch Lee Chong Wei with these little holds. The first reason we need to watch out for is where Lin Dan is taking the shuttle. Notice how every shot Lin Dan takes in this rally is above his waist.
That's going out.
Intuitively, the higher somebody takes the shuttle in a rally, the more pressure there is on the other player. The higher he takes the shuttle, the more time he has to watch Lee Chong Wei, see where he is moving, and adjust accordingly. This leads us to our second reason for how Lin Dan was able to counter Lee Chong Wei's speed in this game. Lee Chong Wei often had to do correctional split steps in this game because he couldn't guess what shot Lin Dan was going to play.
Take it.
A key factor in deciding the outcome of this game was how Lin Dan would have his racket facing one way and change it at the last second. In this rally, you can see the amount of times that Lee Chong Wei made the correctional split step. And look at how low he takes the shuttle. The lower you take the shuttle, the more technical skill you must have to play a good quality shot over the net. So the Chinese shuttler is able to get a bad quality shot from the Malaysian, but what comes next? How does Lin Dan manage to play so many smash winners? For that, we have to mention Lin Dan's shot combos. If you have already watched some of our videos, it seems that we always talk about this. We frequently mention this because it is important to have a series of shots planned out. This is essentially the skill of anticipation. And Lin Dan was one of the greatest at anticipating.
Oh, it's big guns.
You can see that his anticipation or shot combos are unrivaled.
Okay, match point is coming. It's coming.
Notice how he cross-blocks and immediately starts moving toward that side. And his follow-up speed. This is one of the things that seem to be appearing less frequently in current pro play. Nowadays, we see lazier follow-ups. This is part of the reason Lin Dan was so deadly. And it's not just smash kill. Look at some of his other combos. So this is ultimately how Lin Dan wins the rally.
Now the time.
Okay, match point is coming. It's coming.
At the start, he builds up the pressure on Lee Chong Wei by taking the net early and having small little holds at the net that make it difficult for Chong Wei to guess where the next shot is going to be. Then these high-quality shots from Lin Dan often get Lee Chong Wei into a predicament where he is taking the shuttle late, giving Lin Dan the opportunity to change the pace and play his shot combos.
Recovery skills are incredible. Both players.
Yeah. It's the trademark for both players that they're so quick. It's out.
We can also take a look at some more of Lin Dan's exceptional strengths. We can see that because Lin Dan has an exceptional stick smash, he is able to reach the bird early and play an attacking shot because he doesn't have to turn his body. Not only is the shot quality good, but it is also a change of pace and direction.
Things turned a little sloppy for Lee Chong Wei there in that set.
The most likely shot would likely be straight, but Lin Dan changes the direction and plays the unexpected stick smash cross.
Well, what a way.
The swing is also very short, which allows him to follow up quickly.
I see. Yeah.
Now, we can't talk about Lin Dan or Lee Chong Wei without mentioning their footwork. There are two qualities that stood out to us that allow Lin Dan to practically walk on the court. The first is his exceptional shot quality. Shot quality is very important for smooth footwork, as it helps you predict where your opponent will hit. Lin Dan is able to change the pace here because Lee Chong Wei cannot play many shots from here due to Lin Dan's shot quality. While the cross clear is the right shot, it is a little too short and slow. The second point we have to mention is how good Lin Dan is at injecting speed into his footwork. In current pro play, we see a lot of bouncing on the balls of the feet where players opt to stay constantly moving for better rhythm.
Oh, he's done well twice here, Chi.
However, Lin Dan chooses to be more stable in his footwork, where you can often see him walking on the court. When his opponents hit, he then pushes off with 100% effort to reach the shuttle with a high contact point. The benefit of this is that it allows Lin Dan to be very smooth on court.
Neither player is committing. In this rally, they just play mini neutral shots.
However, one drawback is that you must be very precise on the timing of your split step.
Times.
For example, in this clip, Lin Dan went too early,
really
which caused him to move in the wrong direction first.
That's finished.
To prevent this, he waits for the shuttle to be hit and then starts moving, minimizing correctional split steps. This also allows him to change the pace easily and take commanding control of the rallies. Our final point is probably the most important regarding Lin Dan, his mental strength. Lin Dan's mental composure gave him the little edge that he needed over Lee Chong Wei. This was especially apparent in the third set at 16-13. You can visually see Lee Chong Wei becoming impatient and forcing shots, which led to a lot of errors from the Malaysian.
He's got to try again now.
World number one.
Two of these mistakes were out the side. Let's compare this to where Lin Dan is hitting his shots. He plays more towards the middle, which minimizes mistakes and helps reduce the angle on shots from Lee Chong Wei. At 21-20, you can also see Lin Dan playing a perfect net shot at match point. Just think about how much mental toughness it takes to go for a net roll at match point in one of the highest pressure matches a badminton player could play. In summary, restricting Lee Chong Wei's speed through little holds at the front court, capitalizing on his bad shots with his shot combos, and mental toughness are ultimately what led Lin Dan to become the 2011 world champion.
Lin Dan does it again. A monumental battle.
If you guys thought that this match was the best of all time, leave a comment below. Additionally, if you guys like this video, hit the like and subscribe button. As always, thank you for watching.